Well, at last, after something like 8 or 9 minutes later than advertised, our teams are making their way out. City in their sort of off maroon purple away kit, and it looks as though Chelsea have got a change kit as well underneath their tracksuits. It is a baking hot evening, although there was a really dramatic thunderstorm not that long ago. City win the ball back as Chelsea were playing out from the back, and Haaland's hit it towards the net, and the referee points to the spot for a penalty. Well, Chelsea were playing out from the back. There was nothing really, no danger, nothing to be concerned about. It was all very casual. They were knocking it around. Suddenly, there was a foot in at the vital moment. It broke for Erling Haaland. He just got a little ankle tap, and the referee has given City a penalty. Takes that chance from the penalty spot. He scored now in 3 of the 4 US Tour games. In the game in which he didn't score, he did have the ball over the line, but without goal line technology against Barcelona, it didn't stand. Oh, I'm going to have to retake it. The referee says you're going to have to retake it. A rehearsal that was. Robert Sanchez got a huge smile on his face, and he's going to have to retake the penalty. Was that because the referee didn't like his stuttered run-up, or was that because of encroachment? It wasn't obvious to me. So he's going to take the penalty a second time. Is he going to score this time as well? Yes, he is. He hit it in the same corner. Sanchez went the right way. It was sort of off his underside and into the back of the net. And now Haaland has actually scored a penalty that will count, and City lead 1-0, Kit.
City take an early lead.
Absolutely, and the player whose ball was intercepted was Tosin Adarabioyo. Oh, and they've given it away again on the edge of the area. Haaland shoots and it's 2-0. Chelsea have committed exactly the same error in the space of about a minute and a half. And, well, City have been hardly in possession of the ball, but they lead 2-0, Kit.
Oh, well, that's absolutely incredible. I mean, you think they've just made a glaring mistake by trying to play up from the back. They do exactly the same thing again. Thank you very much as Erling Haaland passes it into the corner. 2-0 City.
The ball is now with Mudryk. Mudryk back to Enzo Fernandez. Ball is a good one. Nkunku round the back of City, and it's a good save by Ortega, who closed his legs on the ball, and it goes out for the game's first corner.
Yeah, best move of the game so far by Chelsea. Ortega stood up really well and blocked with his legs. A very, very good save.
We've got some defending to do here as Gusto in the left wing position finds Dewsbury Hall, and on it goes to Nkunku. Nkunku thought about shooting and then he tried one. Ortega's reaction told me that he was always confident it was going wide, and he was right. Phillips up to Haaland. Haaland facing his own goal, lays it off to Lewis. Lewis sees an angled ball to the left and plays it out to Wilson Esbrand. That's good football from City. Now Wilson Esbrand scampers towards the edge of the penalty area, gets beyond the last defender. The cross is a good one and it deflects out for a corner. Excellent play by Wilson Esbrand.
Yeah, really good play from City in general, but especially young Wilson Esbrand, as you said. We talked about him having his hands full potentially with Mudryk. He's making Mudryk come back and do some defending.
Now, McAtee, lovely skills from him. Dangerous ball in, and Haaland, oh, just beyond the post, and then it ricocheted into the back of the stanchion. I think maybe a quarter of the ground thought it was a Haaland hat-trick. James pops the ball into the gap for Mudryk to chase. Mudryk gets to it because of his acceleration. Comes inside of Wilson Esbrand and then loses it. It was a mishit pass, really. And he presented it to Kovacic, and Kovacic with a lovely little diagonal ball to O'Reilly, who tries to find Grealish, just a little too heavy, but Grealish gets there. Grealish, sorry, I beg his pardon, it's McAtee, not Grealish. It was McAtee who won it back when he should have had no right to, and he got beyond Adarabioyo but couldn't quite get a shot in. But again, hesitant. Was it the pitch again? Did it get stuck a little there?
It looked like it slowed up a little bit, but it's still really good work from the young player there.
Now it'll break and Ortega will clear it at the other end. Oh, he's out of position. The chip over the top goes wide. Well, Ortega got to a long ball and he tried to clip it forward. He presented it to Enzo Fernandez. Enzo Fernandez clipped it, a little chip over the top of Ortega, but it missed by about a metre. Sterling and Noni Madueke have come off, both wingers, so a change of wingers, and indeed Sterling straight on the ball already, and he plays it to Nkunku, and there's a flow about Chelsea already, and here's Madueke down the right hand side, tries to get round the outside, and Phillips was in a great position. And you talk about players playing out of position. I thought Phillips took out a really good position there. See now Bob round the outside into the penalty area, and he almost scored. He got right down the byline, got past a couple of Chelsea players from an almost impossible angle. He tried to slip it into the corner of the net, but Sanchez was always the favourite to block him, and Phillips plays it out wide, and Bob picks it up. Malo Gusto in front of him, plays a lovely ball out to O'Reilly. O'Reilly to the edge of the penalty area, comes inside, back it goes to Lewis. Lewis sprays it out to Grealish. Grealish in the penalty area. Grealish, can he get round James? Prods it in, almost towards Haaland, away by Colwill. Hit first time by Kovacic, that was travelling, but a good dive in by Dewsbury Hall, guides it out for the corner. City have just won the ball back off another Chelsea error. McAtee plays it into the gap. Oscar Bob in the penalty area. Oscar Bob comes inside and scores brilliantly. He had it on his right foot, moved it so quickly onto his left, played it in between two defenders beyond Sanchez, and it's City 3, Chelsea 0, and Oscar Bob, who for many has been the most, well, certainly striking performer in this particular US tour, has now added yet another sort of moment of inspiration to what has been a very successful tour. Now, and here comes City again, looking for another one. Haaland on a hat-trick and scores! Wow. Chelsea from a kick-off, as they did in the first half, sloppy in possession, and what, 2 or 3 passes later, it's 3-0, 4-0 rather, and 3 for Haaland.
I mean, we were saying at the start, but I don't think City will be too worried about the actual scoreline in this game, but I think Chelsea will be by this. I think they'll be very worried from what they're seeing. Another giveaway, a shocking giveaway, and then poor recovery, really bright from City. Fantastic goal from a City perspective and point of view, but you're going to be very worried by what you're seeing here.
Now City have given the ball away. O'Reilly it was. Lavia wins it back. Madueke down the right side, comes in off his left foot onto his right, and then crosses in, and Sterling scores on the volley, and it's now 4-1. Well, there's a long way to go in this game. It was a lovely piece of play from Madueke, who came on at half-time, and he crossed it, and Sterling rifled it in on the volley. And Nkunku has gone into the hole behind, and he's being chased now by Kovacic, and he plays it into the gap, and Guia almost makes an instant impact, but places it wide of the post. Now Sterling clips the ball in well. It might break for Madueke. Good save by Ortega. Really good spread of the body from Ortega, and that will do his confidence an absolute power of good. This game has got stretched as if it's an FA Cup tie at the moment. Galvez almost found a way through, but Chelsea win it back. They pop a ball into the space. Madueke's through on goal. He's up against Scott Carson, and he's beaten him, and it's 4-2. There was a yawning gap down City's left-hand side. The ball was played into Madueke, and Madueke charged into the penalty area, slipped it beyond Carson, and it's 4-2. Well, it's been a really good US tour. There's been so many positives throughout it, and everyone who needed to get minutes has, and Haaland has been banging in goals. Oscar Bob's been outstanding as well. Hard to think of a negative, and that's been brilliant. Final score here in Ohio as City complete a really good US tour. They've beaten Chelsea by 4 goals.